A man has been accused of committing a murder case of which he didn't commit. Now he needs to clear his name and prove his innocence. Now what is the possible thing he's going to do? Well, this is the storyline we see in this movie trailer. The film titled Confess FLETCH is set to be released September 16. First, let's talk about the plot in this movie. Plot is the breakdown of story to phase, and there are three phases in plotting: the Act 1, Act 2, and then the Act 3. The Act 1 is the beginning of the story. Here the character is introduced, and also the conflict is introduced towards the end of the act. Well, in the beginning of Act 1, the character is said to be living his usual life, with no much pressure. Here, we are oblivious and don't really know what the storyline is. All of this goes on until the conflict is introduced. In this movie trailer, the main character, whose name is Fletch, is seen to be having his usual life. We see him relaxing and having vacation. Then in phone conversation with a friend, telling him a police password. Also a scene of a woman reporting a thief case to him. This scene is just to introduce our main character's occupation, and we come to notice that our main character is a detective. Now we know his occupation, but we still don't know what the storyline is until the conflict comes in. What is conflict? Conflict are sudden change or phenomena that work against the main character to give the movie a direction and meaning. They can either be a force or character. They comes in at the end of the Act 1. Like in this movie, we see that our main character is investigating a murder case, and all of a sudden, a colleague reveals that someone who matched his description was seen with the victim. And that means our main character is primarily a suspect. And that is the conflict. The suspicion and accusation is the conflict. It is working against our main character. And our main character is going to spend the whole of the movie trying to clear his name and innocence. Here we now understand the storyline, and that's where the Act 2 comes in. In Act 2, our main character is putting all actions to resolve the conflict. So our main character is going to prove his innocence if he's not really the murderer. Like we see in this trailer, we see friends trying to persuade him to confess if he really did the crime, but he keeps denying the allegation, and we see him trying to figure out the real murderer, putting in place all measures. First, he tries to investigate if it was the widow of the victim. Then he moves to figure if it was the art dealer who probably works for the victim. And then he tries to investigate if it was the daughter or heiress of the victim. And finally, he investigates if it was the neighbor. We know all of this is not an easy task, but he has no option. He has to clear his name, or otherwise we don't know what might happen to him. Then that is where the Act 3 comes in. That is where the conflict is resolved. We get to know the real person behind the murder, and the movie trailer doesn't usually contain the Act 3. These two are just to watch the film when it is out. So the genre contained in this movie, I guess, are detective stroke crime film. This film deals with crime and criminal investigation or documentary. And then we also have thriller in this film. These are films based on suspense. The film will be out on September 16. Ensure to see the movie, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon for more of this amazing content. For now, goodbye and take care.